Good morning and welcome to the Forex Market Wrap, brought to you by Pepperstone on Thursday the 12th of October 2017. I'm Darren Sinden. Right, let's take a look at overnight changes and price moves to be aware of. I just want to focus on a couple of points. First of all, as we'll see in a moment, the dollar eased overnight after the Fed minutes were released around 7 o'clock London time last evening. So you can see dollar index has fallen by 0.4%, and coincidentally the euro has made gains of exactly that amount against the dollar. But it wasn't all one-way traffic in yesterday's session, and once again the US dollar has eased against an emerging market currency. Today it's the South African rand, which made a gain of 1.3% over the course of Wednesday's session. Let's take a look at the rand chart. This is a weekly plot. You can see the strong candle here, a bearish candle as far as the dollar is concerned anyway, that we've got on this weekly plot. It's not quite a bearish engulfing pattern yet, but it has the potential to post one on the weekly plot. And this area around 1350 rand to the dollar looks very interesting. Can the rand push on from here, I guess, is the question we must ask ourselves. Right, what's on the calendar today? Events that may move the market. Data-wise, it's pretty light, but there's plenty of central bank speeches to come. So we've already had consumer expectations, home loans and investment lending for homes for August in Australia. And to come, we have French consumer price index data at 6:45 GMT. Probably the highlight of the European data is industrial production from the Eurozone at 9 o'clock GMT. And from the States, continuing an initial jobless claims at 12:30 today GMT. And then the central bank speeches start. At 1300 GMT we get Andy Haldane from the Bank of England. And following on from that, FOMC members Brainard and Powell speaking at 14:30 at the same time as Mario Draghi, President of the ECB, speaking at 14:30 GMT. And also one of his colleagues, Mr. Prié, speaking at 2:30 GMT as well. It's sandwiched between the central bank speeches, crude inventories data at 3 o'clock from the States, monthly budgetary statements from the USA at 1800 GMT, and then the ECB's Kerr and Lautenschlager speaking at 8 o'clock and 2010 GMT respectively. Right, breaking news and comment that's caught my eye overnight. A pretty quiet session as far as news is concerned, but the Fed minutes showed that the committee, the FOMC that is now divided and concerned over a lack of US inflation, and that caused the dollar to ease as we saw earlier. Staying with the US, Q3 earnings season gets or gathers pace, I should say, today, with both JP Morgan and Citigroup reporting. Bank of America and Wells Fargo both have figures tomorrow. And the number of low-paid UK workers has fallen to its lowest level since the 1980s, says a new survey, and that's reported by the FT. Right, food for thought, something for you to take away into the trading day. And why not think about this? The question is, have markets become overcomplicated? Money manager AllianceBernstein has flagged that there are now more indices than the individual stocks they are designed to track. You can see that in the chart here to the right hand side. They also point out that if the rate of growth in these indices continues, that we'll be heading towards 1 million indices versus around 43,000 stocks in the not too distant future. Right, risk warning, please take a moment to read this. Trading CFDs and foreign exchange on margin can be a risky business. If you're in any doubt about those risks, then please contact your Pepperstone account representative.